The other make and take card that we're going to do is this smile card. It opens up like that and like that, so you have lots of room to write. This card was inspired by a card that my sister, Lisa, sent to my mom. Okay, so, and that opens like this, a nice big spot to write. So she sent this to my mom, and my mom showed it to me, and she said, "Isn't that a cute card?" And both of us right away said, "Oh, this would be a fun make and take." So that card really inspired me to come up with a make and take for this. The stamp sets that I'm using are Daisy Lane and Life is Beautiful. I'm just using the dots from the Life is Beautiful. This is new in the August to December mini catalog. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is this background piece. And I have your cardstock already folded. Okay, and this is the thick Whisper White. Okay, so you have a few different pieces in there. These are for, so you can cut those up and make those go there. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece. This is the smaller one, so make sure you're using the smaller one. And Seaside Spray, that's the color of the cardstock. And I'll ink this up, and I'm just going to stamp this randomly on here so I can fill up the back with dots. If you don't have a stamp that is just some random dots, another thing you can do is take like the end of a pencil. If you have a pencil with a new eraser, you can do that. And if you have some other little circle things around, then you could just dip them in there and make that work. Okay, so there's lots of different ways to get little dots like that. Then I'm going to stamp Smile on it. I'm going to use the Memento Tuxedo Black. And I will stamp that a little bit closer to the top, just like that. And then I'll get some adhesive on here. And that will give the card a little color since the whole background is white. Okay. So I'm going to attach that on here, just like that. So now the flap has a little bit of color to it. Okay. You have all of these different pieces, so you can cut them into different strips. They don't all have to be the same at all. Okay, it's kind of fun if they're different. So I'm going to get some adhesive on there, and I'm not even going to try to get them all on straight. I'm just going to be sticking them on there. Different sizes, not on there straight. Okay. And if you want yours to go totally straight up and down, however you want yours to look. Okay, so you might even have some of your own ideas for how you want this card to look. Okay, so I'm just going to go up and down there on that. Get some thicker ones and thinner ones. Then I'll just snip off the extra later. Okay. I'll keep going. I'm kind of going in a line with all the pattern. You could do it however you want. Okay. And I'll get a little bit of the Seaside Spray on here. Or there's another color also. So we have So Saffron, Flirty Flamingo, Highland Heather, and Seaside Spray. Okay, so just a couple more I'll put on here. Put that extra little bit off there, and just one more So Saffron piece. Okay, and then I'm going to snip those off. Okay. Just like this. Run my scissors along. Get all those snipped off. And I can do them random, and I don't have to worry so much about, are they all going to work on here just how I want them. Okay. So I'm using cardstock for my stripes, and they use like a painted look on the original card that was there. Okay, so now I've got that all set up. Okay, and then I'm going to do the flowers. Now, if you have the Daisy Lane stamp set, you can stamp these and punch these out. Okay, so like with the Flirty Flamingo, you could stamp the large daisy and stamp the small daisy, and then use the 2 daisy punches to punch those out. Okay, and then you would have those lines already on there. Okay, so I'm going to take the daisy punch and punch out the larger one. Okay, and that is what I did on my original card. And then I just layered them. Okay, and that works out really good because then you get that nice daisy on there. But if you're thinking, well, but I don't have that, what you can do is take a marker. I'm going to use this Just Jade marker, but you could use any marker. And I already did this on the larger one. Okay. And you do have a little extra of the cardstock, so you can test different marker colors on there. And I'm just adding some leaves, and you can see I am not worried about is it going to be absolutely perfect, because it doesn't have to be. Okay, when we get those together. And then I want a little circle in the middle. Now again, you could use the eraser part of a pencil. A new one gives you a real good circle. Or I could use this. I'm going to get this cleaned off real quick. I got a little blue on there, or Seaside Spray on there. And then I will take this marker and I'll just find one of the circles on there and ink that up. And then I'll just stamp right in the center there. Okay. I will take some mini glue dots. Okay, those you pull out and you just go back. It's clear on white, so it's a little bit hard to see. Okay, and just stick them together like that. Okay. Okay, so now I'm almost all set. I'm going to attach these to my card. So I will put a mini glue dot on here. And I want to make sure that you can still read the smile. And I did the same thing with a So Saffron and with the Highland Heather one. Okay, so I will get mini glue dots on each of those and have those so they're just kind of going around that word smile. Okay, just like that. So I'm really glad that my sister picked out this beautiful card for my mom so that I would be inspired to make a card almost just like it. Have fun stamping.